Welcome back to Great Day Live. Think back to a moment in your childhood when you truly felt seen, when one adult, maybe a teacher, a coach, a neighbor, showed up for you and made you feel like you mattered. For most of us, we can name that person, but for thousands of children right here in Kentucky, that person doesn't exist yet. Today, we are shining a light on an organization that is working every single day to change that. CASA of the River Region trains and supports everyday community volunteers to become that one consistent, trusted adult for children navigating some of the most difficult moments of their young lives. Here with more is Interim Director Tara Brown. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, congratulations for one. You actually got this position about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So we're so happy to kind of introduce you on Great Day Live. But tell us about this transition.
Yeah, thank you. It's truly an honor. I've spent more than 20 years advocating for children in our court system in Kentucky through positions with the Administrative Office of the Courts, Bullitt County Family Court, youth-focused volunteer work, and most recently with our CASA board of directors. So I have seen firsthand how critical it is for children to have that consistent advocacy, navigating abuse and neglect cases, and stepping into this role will allow me to continue to spread that mission, right, to make sure that they each have that consistent adult that they need.
And for those who aren't familiar with CASA, what exactly do you guys do in the court system?
So CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and we recruit, train, and support volunteers who are then appointed by a judge to advocate for a child navigating abuse and neglect, an abuse or neglect case. We pair the volunteers with advocacy supervisors, and they are led every step of the way through that process. A volunteer might spend 1 to 4 hours a week, maybe working a case, learning the child's wishes, right? Getting to speak to caregivers, community partners, educators, to really be able to best represent the child's best interest and wishes when they go to court.
Yeah, and these are so needed. I mean, there's like hundreds of kids that don't have a CASA volunteer, and that's a real issue.
It is. It is. We currently have about 175 children in our 7-county service region who are without a CASA. And so our mission is simple. We want to decrease that wait list and make sure that every child who needs a CASA has one.
And these are everyday people that are volunteers.
Absolutely. You can work full time. You can be a retired teacher. We have all kinds of people who choose to serve, and we're so grateful that they do. It's a manageable commitment, but one that is so important and can make a lasting impact in the life of a child.
Absolutely. I mean, I said it in the intro, a lot of times, we can think of that one adult, whether it was a teacher, a parent, a coach, who has had a lasting impact on our lives. And these children, they don't have that.
Absolutely. Our trained volunteers get to know, they understand the child's concerns, what stability might look like for that child, because every child's different. We know that, right? And so to be able to put their wishes and best interest forefront. And we've made training really accessible, we think, and flexible. There are live virtual sessions. There are in-person components at our COSA for Kids campus in Eastern Parkway, and also at our Bullitt County office and the Hillview Resource Center. And so we've made training more accessible so that people can get to work and do this important work that we need. So
yeah, and if we don't have, I guess, the time, or I guess you don't want the commitment just yet to be a CASA volunteer, you have a ton of different other ways to get involved, including the Embrace a Child Brunch happening next month.
Yes, it's coming up on Friday, March 27th at the Olmsted, and it's one of our largest outreach events where the community can come and really understand the important work that we do. We're so grateful to our sponsors, including Republic Bank, Shirley's Way, and Louisville Public Media, to help us further this mission and really advance our cause.
After this brunch, because you do it every single year, do you find a little influx of volunteers afterwards?
Yes, that is always the hope, right? That we have a room full of people who are ready to support our mission in various ways, volunteering. There are a lot of roles that you don't have to be a full-time CASA to be able to volunteer and support our mission, right? There's lots of opportunity to help support what we need, so.
Yeah, so if someone didn't want to be the full-time volunteer, what are some of those other ways you could get involved with CASA?
Well, we're always looking for opportunities to reach out to the community, to be able to to get our name out there. A lot of people maybe still don't know exactly what CASA does, and so we are always looking for partners to help spread our mission. There are one-day volunteer opportunities, whether it's helping at a table or we're out at community events a lot, and so we're always looking for for opportunities there too.
Yes, so if people are interested in becoming that volunteer, maybe getting their spot for the brunch that's coming up, how can people learn more?
So go to our website, casariverregion.org, and you can look at volunteering, attending Embrace a Child, or other ways to further the mission to help make sure that each child has that consistent advocate, right, walking with them at navigating these complex times for them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for stopping by today. The wonderful work that you're doing all across Kentuckiana. So again, if you're interested in learning more, just head over to CASAriverregion.org to learn more and get your tickets for the brunch coming up on March 27th.